It's just, it blows my mind.
Estimated SOS is 2,309.
Did they say what stage was?
Back at Kansas
40.
City Speedway for racing number 15 of the Noble Racing Series. Let's take a look.
I think we're only getting 40 a tank on the better side of things.
29.914 seconds. It's the 315 of Zach Millen. Outside front row missed it by 36 thousandths of a second. It's the 3 of Brian McCann.
I always
Number 2,
have my calculator loaded in. That way I can
will start the
calculate stuff during the race, because no matter what you come up with before the race, it always changes.
Yeah.
He'll quit for my run.
Especially on the longer runs when you're not in a gas and all that good stuff.
Good qualifying run. He'll start 6th. Starting in the 7th position, the number 93 of Matt Sisler. 8th goes to Matt Oakley for 16.
All right, man.
9th starter is the 41 of Chris Gone.
Right up on the
Yeah.
outside road.
In the
Now.
10th.
Kansas.
Pit road is closed. Catch the
Guy Baxter,
car.
all the way from Australia, will start in the 11th position.
Ran out of water in a can, so I'm drinking apple juice now.
I didn't practice pit entry. Go me.
13th starter is Chris.
Oh, I didn't open,
We'll start at 14th. Shane Haas in the number 20.
did not open that.
15th position, Thad
I
Failer.
did not open.
7 starts at 16. 17th starter is the 5 of Truxell. Doug Wysocki will roll
Can't
on
see where I'm going.
18th starting position. 19th goes to Matt Goff for the number 22 Charity Motorsports entry. And last but not
Oh, it requires login. I'll have to do.
Well, Brian's got the preferred starting spot, so go give him hell, bub.
It's your starting grid from
Thank you.
Kansas as we work our first
I cannot hear chat.
pace lap. Actually, only one pace lap here before we see the green flag, so it won't be long.
I'll have to do that
Get ready.
Turn
during the
2.
next caution, I guess.
All right, man. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Pit road is now open. Good job. The next car is the leader. Inside. Stay high. Stay high.
Still working
There's
out
the
of
car
turn
below
number
that.
4, approaching start
Clear
finish,
low, clear
ready
low.
for a green flag. Flag in the air. We're off and running from Kansas Speedway.
There you go, man. You're now the leader.
Man, they loose back there.
Lap 1 of the books, Brian McCann out to the early lead. Zach Millen back in that second position, about 4/10 off 3. In behind is Michael Tucker. He's up 1 position as well. Vincent Short cut through. He's up 5 positions since the drop of the green flag. A lap and a half.
It's short of 5 positions since the drop of the green.
Here early on here at Kansas Speedway as he battles
That's impressive.
Sisler.
And they've already spread out.
Sisler still to the inside. Right on board with Vincent Short. Now Neil Quick's going to drop into the inside. We're going to go 3 wide here.
We're going to be a little short on fuel, ain't we? Yeah, we are.
Position is Neil Quick and Zisler tucked in behind the 15. Short working on Brandon Mepper now for the 4th position, but Neil Quick, he's got other ideas. He's alongside off turn number 4. At least he
That is 4.7. We're going to be a little short on fuel, ain't we?
still trying to work.
Right at target from what I'm getting.
Yeah, but you got to make it another lap and a half when the caution comes out.
It's the 83 of Mefford trying to find a way around, but Neil
God damn it, Neil about hit me and I went in the wall.
chance rather quickly. Steele quick now. He's
Or maybe he wasn't as close as I thought, but
short 2 for 1 here. Real quick now alongside Brandon Mefford as they approach start finish. Your leader is still Ryan McCann over Zach Millett and Michael.
That's 34.
Mefford up the racetrack, gets the right side of the safer barrier, gets stuck.
34 lap 6.
A ton of track position and a couple of.
This is going to be short unless we slow down a whole lot.
Few 5. Mefford goes from 4th to 10th.
these guys are digging on the bottom.
Lose 10th as well here as Chris Goins comes into the picture.
4-5. 4-6.
On board with Chris Goins, and Mefford gets the fence again, but this time on entry. That one didn't hurt.
Running low might actually help fuel here. You've got 2 seconds on 3rd place now.
Holding out with Mefford for this spot. He's got to keep a close eye on Jai Baxter in the number 4 machine, a newcomer to the series, but he's closing in rapidly.
4-6. No clutch that time, but running low. 4-5.
Continuing, Goins in 11th, Baxter in 12th. They remain just about.
Not much improvement.
Returns 1 and 2. Matt Oplinger in the 10th position, closing the back wrong direction towards Chris Goins.
It does feel pretty good down low, though.
Moving backwards might just be saving some tire here. Things still unchanged at the front of the field. Top 3 still McCann, Millett, and Tucker. Vincent Short now to the 4th spot. Up 6 positions. So 16. Little loose on exit of turn 4. I think he kept it out of the wall. Baxter
I
closing.
don't really see much of a difference running clutch, no clutch.
For sure, but Goins on the bottom side. Trying to put a move on the 16. This
Around 4-6, 4-5.
the 10th spot. Goins can get cleared. Oplinger, one of the other Kia Stingers in the field. It looks like we've got 3 here tonight between the 16, the 4, and the 93. Now watching this battle for position with Chris Goins. Matt Oplinger. Right behind them, it's Jesse Renning and Baxter. They're fighting for those positions as well. Great battles throughout the field here.
I bet I'm getting some unwanted TV time with all these wall smacks.
So increased time on the top, increased fuel on the top.
Of the field, Zach Millett runs second, but challenges from the 39.
26, 12 in. We're short.
Half a car length off the back bumper of the 315.
Well, bye, Matt. Let me know.
Just riding.
Are y'all short? It's 40?
That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
We're short.
Board with Zach Millett, still trying to hold off Michael Tucker. Brian McCann's got to be loving this because he doesn't have to worry about fighting anybody right now. He can just continue to run the laps, be consistent, try to put more of a gap on the 315 with Zach Millett while he continues to fight with Michael Tucker for that position. Millett's got that second spot. Tucker wants it. We've seen this episode more than once on the 39 of Michael Tucker, though. Said it so many times, the kid's got a ton of raw talent, a lot of pace. And so far, between this season and others that we've witnessed this year.
Yeah, there we go, 4-2.
this car, the Noble Racing Series, Lone Star Racing, and the Next Gen Cup Series. He's fast.
That's what I got to get. I got to get 4.2.
He's got pace, but it doesn't typically last past halfway.
They're going to run out of fuel doing what they're doing.
Pushes that car beyond its limits early on, usually chews up those tires, and you will eventually see that driver start to fall back through the field. It's just a matter of gaining some experience. Tucker's a young guy. He's only 13 years old, and that just shows the talent.
Tucker's 13 years old?
He has. He has to learn. Dial it back a little bit, not be afraid to drop back outside the top 5, maybe even outside the top 10. Save the tires through the end of the run so that you're there at the end of the run. This kid's got wins coming, and guaranteed it's going to happen. He's just got to learn a little bit more racecraft as far as taking care of his stuff.
Tires don't matter right now. Right now, it's all about fuel.
And I'm over with Michael Tucker, driver's eye camera. These cars are certainly a handful just about everywhere we go. It seems very evident here, at least through 1 and 2. Smoother corner for Michael this time. A little correction on exit. Still able to hang on to that second spot and stay out in front of the 39 of top 3, though, have checked out. They've put about 3 seconds on 4th place. Neil Quick just ahead of that second pack with Matt Sisler and Joe Tucker. 4th, 5th, and 6th. 7th is Drew Brown. Brandon Mefford 8th. Vincent Short now back to 9th after an early advancement to the front of the field. And Chris Goins runs it into through our first stage of this race. Again, stage break coming at the end of lap 40. Some will change for position here. Chris Goins to the inside, Vincent Short. Short started 10th. He was as high as position 4. And I don't know, kind of he did the same thing as Michael Tucker. If he burned his stuff off a little bit early on in the run, getting up.
You still up on the wall, Brian?
It's happened. Nonetheless.
Negative.
Yeah,
started 10th. He was up as high as 4th.
Because of fuel.
All clear, all clear.
Jones slides up the racetrack here. Vince may dive it back to the bottom of the racetrack.
Fuel's a limited factor right now, not tire.
He's back in behind the 41 down the back straightaway. Joe Tucker and Drew Braille side by side.
I'm just barely going to make it.
Position, 6th spot.
I got 19 and a half laps in the tank.
He's closing in quickly here in the 93 of that.
21.
I don't know if that's going to hold up his momentum or not. But Braille still not quite clear, and Joe Tucker as they work on a turn number 2. Tucker may have to run to the outside and maybe a tick of drafting help from Brandon Mefford. We watch this fight. Prowl not quite clear. Now he might be clear. Yes, indeed. Slides up the track. Might have scraped the right rear against the safer barrier. Still got a fight on our hands, though. Joe Tucker in behind the 80 of Prowl. Prowl drives it way deep into turn 1. Goes up the racetrack. Tucker's going to take advantage. Goes back to the bottom side. We'll see the run Prowl has out of turn number 2. If it makes a difference, get some draft assist from Sisler just up ahead. Tucker stays alongside of Prowl. So one car looked to be out of shape off turn number 2. Drove it hard down to the back straightaway. That was the 88 of Eddie Rose. Eddie back at the 20th position. And Eddie currently the first car one lap down. This battle just not ending. Tucker, he's hard enough to pass to begin with. And if he gets past, he fights hard to try and get it back.
Running a new audio interface tonight. And I got my air conditioner turned on. I got a lot of high-pitched frequencies messing with me right now.
Corral on a bit of a tear as he's now into the top 5. Real quick.
Zach Miller really dropped off.
Leaders don't know if this is a matter of just trying to take care of his stuff or if he's gotten into the fence as well. Well, real quick. Bottom of the racetrack, Joe Tucker in the middle. Mefford was way up top. Checks up a bit to clear out the 3 wide as he tucks in behind the 13. Now we got a battle between Prowl and Sisler. This is for the 4th position. Tell you, Brooke Brown must really like this place because he showed up very late, halfway through qualifying to be specific. Put the car in the top 10, P6. He's up 2 spots, running handily within the top 5 and 4th. Things still unchanged down front. It's still McCann, Millet, and Michael Tucker, your top 3. Kind of what we were talking about early on. You see Millet has really put some distance back to the 39 of Michael Tucker. 2.6 seconds here at Kansas Speedway. That's quite a bit of distance. It's almost the length of the back straightaway. It's sometimes just a matter of taking care of those tires. And as we expected, Tucker was lightning fast.
Taking care of that fuel.
Once again, falling back, losing touch with the second place machine of Zach Millet.
So we're running 120.
Here in the 4th
We're
position.
going to go green on about 45.
You're letting everybody go on by. Hello, Eddie's coming to pit road.
120. 25.
He's on pit lane here, lap 30. From McCann to Millet, just over 3/4 of the seconds. It worked down at turns 1 and 2.
37. Yeah, we can make that.
Matt Sisler now in the 4th position. Brandon Mefford running 5th.
All right, so that shouldn't be a problem. This right here, the stage, is a problem.
Corral here, I don't know if he got crossed up. He was in the...
So we'd be able to go wide open after the stage.
Chris Goins up in the fence, riding that wall. It's a problem when you run that Larson line. Eventually, you're going to get into that wall. It's just inevitable. Fortunately, with these cars and the ARCA car being a very similar, if not identical, body style, right rear is kind of offset, hung out, so it sticks out in the wind, middle of the corner, gives you some side force. The problem is when you get the car in the wall, kind of angles the nose towards the wall, and you get that wall magnet effect. You can't get off the wall. Drivers will put a lot of left wheel into it, then all of a sudden it'll bite. Now you get a hard left in front of the field, so it's something you really got to be careful about. Brandon Mefford back up in the top 5 in the 4th position. Joe Tucker now 5th. So he takes that position from Matt Sisler. Sisler trying
The right rear is starting to give out.
flat, gets alongside. We'll see if this pays off on the exit of 2. We might have it clear into 1, though. We'll see. After a little loose on corner entry, keeps his foot in it. Great racing so far here from Kansas Speedway. Clean and green up to this point as we're 6 laps shy of our first stage break. Only
All right, Steve on the broadcast just confirmed 40.
the Noble Racing Series. Split things up just a little bit. Throw some strategy into the mix and keep things interesting. Tucker battling with the 4.
So yeah, we should be good here.
Baxter's alongside, the nose out in front in the 5th spot. Still not quite clear as they barrel down into turn number 3.
When we pit, I'll have to log into the
It doesn't get stuck but loses some momentum. The 16 of Opplinger is going to
chat there because I haven't been able to see anything yet.
Now he's going to try and take
Or hear anything.
as well. Might get 2 out of this. Never know. He might not get any depending on how it plays out. He's got a nose out in front into turn number 1. Tucker battling back. Baxter still up the racetrack. They were 3 wide for a brief moment through turn.
It might be hard to do because it makes me do that capture stuff and it takes me like 10 times to figure it out.
Getting clear. So now we've got
It's like select the bus and I'm selecting the bus.
of Opplinger and the
It's like,
Baxter.
where's the motorcycle? And I pick the motorcycle and it's like, no.
So did I say that?
Pick the bicycle and I'm like, yeah, there's the bicycle.
This is a ton.
And it's like, no. Where's the sidewalk? Pick the sidewalk.
Insert
It's
foot.
like, no.
He's not in the same spot anymore.
They need to fix their capture thing.
Opplinger now battling with Drew Prowl for the 5th spot.
Then it starts asking about motorcycle again. Then I feel like it just gives up. It's like, all right, we'll let you in anyway.
It's kind of go time right now. Points are paid for the finishing positions at the end of the stage. The top 10 do get points
You're pulling away
awarded.
from the car behind. The gap is 1.1 seconds.
Higher up that line you go, more points you get. Real loose off turn number 2. Opplinger gets in behind Prowl, loosens him up on the exit of turn number 2. Now dives it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Prowl battling back on the high side, carrying that speed through the corner.
You all right back here, Matt?
Way around, but you
Yep, just can't keep it out of the wall.
Got one outside.
Was you watching me?
You're clear high. Clear high.
I don't know what I was watching.
I already got the right front tire wearing out. Warning.
Well, I know for sure I've been saying the number 6
Well, that's not a good sign.
No, I mean, I'm not even driving it hard.
big letters that aren't even there. I'm going to go with Opplinger. Reminds me of Goldschlager for some reason, but we'll go with it. Prowl finally giving up the position to the 16s. Opplinger gets by.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
Worst
Get
the place to be not to where your tire been running the top the whole time.
Car.
Except the last few laps went to the bottom.
Extra.
I think a lot of it's going to be your entry, Dougie, how you get the car pointed down in the corner.
He's gotten into the top 10 quietly. Caution comes out here to end the stage.
Tell me what you think you had there.
Baylor up in the 7th.
Good job, Brian.
Started 16.
Yeah, nice job.
A smooth run so far. But our top 10 here for the stage: Brian McCann, Zach Millett, Brandon Mefford, Mike Tucker, Matt
Thank
Oppliger,
you.
Drew Prowl, Thad Failer, Chris Goins, Neil Quick, and Joe Tucker, your top 10.
Hit road now.
I was going to say, please let that open right now. I think Zach might be about out. Four, Brian?
Yeah, I'm getting it all.
While we're under a caution, we've got 24 of you in the viewership category, but only 12 of you, myself included, has clicked the like button. So help us out while we're under caution. Click that like button in the YouTube stream. Help us out. It's free to do. Doesn't cost a penny.
Fuel left. 5, 3.
Helps push this out to a wider audience, get some more eyeballs on us here at the channel, but also the No Bull Racing Series. It's a win for everybody. Pit stop's underway. Our first caution of the evening. Ryan McCann closely followed by Zach Millett. Millett gaining some ground here. Every foot makes a difference.
Go. Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining. Line up single file.
He beat me. Select all the images with cars.
Catch the 315 car.
Could be tires and fuel for
My
everybody.
magnifying glass out here.
Will it be 2 for anybody? Brian McCann at Steve and HBR TV booth. You got us?
Hey, I do. How's it going?
Brian, congratulations on the stage win. Didn't waste any time. Went around Zach Millett on that opening lap and haven't looked back yet. Are you pushing as hard as you can, or you still got something in the tank?
Oh, man, we was taking it easy. We was going out to get some groceries there, saving fuel, and yeah, no, we're just riding around.
So you took 4 tires on this pit stop. That leaves 1 set left over the wall. Are you going to have to skip a set of tires at any point in this race? Are you going to bolt the next set on the next opportunity?
It looks like it's going to be a one stop from here, so we'll put an extra set on when we stop and see if we can run out the rest of the race.
All right, Brian. Well, thanks for talking to us. Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Saving fuel, and yeah, no, we're just riding around.
Tire wear good, Brian?
So you took 4 tires on this pit stop. That leaves 1 set left.
54.49.
Are you going to have to skip?
Daggum. No wonder I was as fast as you. 58 and 59.
Looks like it's going to be a one stop from here, so we'll put an extra set on when we stop.
I hit the wall. I went all the way back to like 11th. Had to come back up to the field.
Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way.
I got my chat on now. I can
It's Brian McCann, your stage 1 winner here.
see
Once again, loving the
more.
fire
Where's your right from, Matt?
helmet.
47
about my
right
fire
front,
suit and
64 right rear.
Damn.
Jason Willis.
Need a refresher on my apple
He
juice.
says liked. Appreciate that. Got a little Hooper says Kia Stinger's supremacy.
Marissa, are you watching?
I don't know how supreme it is, but either way, it's cool to see them. Always fun to see different models on these cars.
All right, man,
Since
we're going
typically
green
with
next time,
iRacing,
Brian.
they're all
All right, man.
classified as a
Line up on the
Chevrolet, but
outside row now.
of course, there's different body kits and templates out there the guys can paint and work with, so that's always a fun thing to do.
Do you have that bottom rolling pretty good, Brian?
Working caution number 1. This is the stage brake caution. So far, again, knock on wood here, no cautions for cause to this point. Neil Quick back down pit road.
Hey, Brian, how's it going? Yeah, we're
So
going
we
to
need
give it all
get
we got.
80
we got
something here, right?
It's 4 tires and fuel. This might just be a quick top off, possibly
Good to see you get back into iRacing.
lane here, or is it a drive-through? No. So Quick comes to a stop in the box.
Yes, sir.
Just going to top off the tank here. There it is.
Should have the preferred line here. He's going to get the kick though, so I'm not sure how turn 1's going to go. I think I got him on the long run though.
Get ready. All right, man. The pace car is in.
Neil getting caught up in the back of the field here. You see Matt Kopp and Doug Wysocki in the distance. Also getting caught up after making an additional pit stop. Neil Quick, Matt Kopp, and Doug Wysocki all making an extra stop for fuel here. Ironically, all 3 of these guys come over from the IROC series. Their strategy is very important. Never mind that. Green flag back in the air. Zach Millett with a good restart. Puts a car length, maybe 2, maybe 3 on Brian McCann. Down into turn number 1. We'll see if clean air is as nice to Millett as it was to Brian McCann.
That was the limit. And I reached it.
It's going to lead this lap.
I want to get past him.
But Brian McCann closed the gap very quickly.
Stay low. Still there? Hold your line.
Right there to the back bumper.
All clear, all clear.
Brian McCann looking for the lead real loose off turn number 2.
I want the lead. I will lose a little bit of tire for the lead here. Clean air. Clean air is important.
Is he on the right rear, bub?
The fastest lap. You are the leader.
Just like that, Brian McCann back to the race lead.
We ain't saving no tires where I'm going.
Lights up. Slide job on Zach Millett. Wasn't an aggressive one. There was still some room there, but Millett dumping down to the bottom of the racetrack now, seeing if he can retake that top spot. McCann's going to have a whale of a run off turn number.
I really didn't use that much tire there.
Tucks back in behind.
Zach is saving, I believe.
On the 3, and Brian McCann back to the point here, lap 49.
Well, we got 35 laps. That's not a lot of laps. You can looking at the tire wear last time, then 54.49. We got plenty left.
For position number 6 or 5, that is Stan Failer and Drew Prell.
I'm just going to run it hard here, see what we got.
Prell's keeping it down the bottom. Unable to really fight off the 77 there. I think Drew may have just let him go. Both drivers on equal footing as far as tires are concerned. Top 5 singled out, separated by some distance. 0.45 seconds from 1st to 5th presently. Scones running in the 8th position, just ahead of Jai Baxter in the number 4 machine. Baxter closing in with that car length right now. Behind them, it's Vincent Short and Matt Knopflager.
There's a possibility he comes back around me in 20 laps, but
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is wide.
it feels neutral right now, so I'm just going to send it.
8 laps away from halfway here from Kansas.
I'm balanced. Hey, Michael, thanks for the like. I'm balanced to the point where if I start wearing the front out more than the rear, I can change it up a little bit.
Baxter continues to reel in Chris Goins. Goins finds himself in a bit of a small swarm of Kia stickers.
So as long as it stays balanced, I'm just going to run it.
Ahead of Baxter and Knopflager. Chris Goins in the Popple Pro Dodge. 41.
Lap 10 is where it's going to be critical. We're on about lap 8 now.
I can imagine that Sisler and these other guys in these,
And it's still feeling good.
Baxter and Knopflager,
1.3.
likely all in communication together, trying to work together. Now, it doesn't seem to be working too much, though, as Goins has gotten around Sisler. Still not quite clear.
Check my fuel.
The inside. Knopflager has actually
I need to go 37.
to Sisler and Baxter.
Plus should be good on fuel.
Still, this battle continues. As for the 7th position, Sisler's got a nose out in front, finally gets clear at start finish. See if he jumps up in front of the 41. He does so. Not too much, though, as
Hey, Wanda, how's it going?
down into turn number 1. Drives it up the racetrack. He's going to build a...
I almost hit the wall there.
Sisler slammed.
That's the lap 10 slowdown.
Not entirely, though. Left a crack open for Goins to drive through.
Usually you experience it in turn 3 and 4, but I experienced it in turn 1 and 2.
Whistler finally clear again. Goins giving chase into turn 1.
Just a little correction, we're back up to speed.
Watch him up there, Doug.
Yep, 10-4.
Sorry, I was a little late.
No, I seen it. You're good. Thank you, though.
I hit the wall right there.
I just seen a bunch of smoke.
I'm used to you being in front of me, and I actually was in front, so.
Dylan's
I appreciate
catching
it.
back up with me. He's running the top side.
Goins not willing to give up. Continues to fight with the 93 of Matt Sisler, and he might have him clear again down in turn number 1. Very evenly matched, these two, at least at this stage of the race. Goins working the mid to high line. Sisler typically...
That right rear is starting to give out. So the right rear is the limiting
Not sure if the
factor
aerodynamics
here.
of these cars is causing issues for those trailing behind Chris Goins if they're getting any kind of aero push.
Does that mean I need to go to the bottom side?
Well, seems like
He's 1.2 behind me.
side, that's going to be your
If he starts catching me big time, I'll try the bottom.
here this past Thursday with a Lone Star Racing Cup Series. Seemed that the top side was the place to make the passes if you could get out there.
If the top's working, it's working.
Up front, same story, different stage. It's McCann, Millen, Michael Tucker, still your top 3.
I need to use more right front, though.
And Baylor up into the 5th spot, biggest
All right,
mover to this
we're
point.
halfway to the finish.
I'm going to have to go low.
And between these two, Sisler and Goins not willing to give up. Problem is, it's going to affect one or both of them negatively if they continue to fight this hard.
Yeah.
They're going to burn up their stuff.
I don't know why my timing is off, but I can only see 4 cars.
Now, for you newcomers out there, when I say burn up their stuff, I don't mean it's going to catch on fire, though. Push these race cars hard enough, yeah, that's possible too. But in this, talking about taking care
That didn't work either.
of the body, not being too aggressive, don't wad the car up. Right now, most importantly, though, it's tires, conservation of those tires. As we witnessed in that first stage, Michael Tucker out of the box, lightning fast, ended up losing a lot of ground because he was very fast early, abused the tires a bit, got too much heat into those tires, and of course they fall off and lose some grip after a time. That very well could be the scenario between Chris Goins and Matt Sisler if they continue to fight like this at the later stage of this run. You may see the both of them start to free fall throughout the top 10. We got Wolfgang Gangwolf in the stream chat, says, surprised that 93 could be that good on the bottom. Impressive. You know, I was kind of thinking the same thing because you carry so much momentum on the high side with these cars.
Wow, that right rear is done.
Battle on the bottom and still maintain pace from the guy that's carrying the
I have done messed up.
corner exit.
We are in danger now.
Pull back in behind, sniff a little bit of a draft down the straightaway, and then kind of set up his neck.
Big danger. Big danger. Oh, no.
Better of it in the
What do we do? What do we do?
Reeves and stepped out of the exit of turn 2. Sisler, though, going back to the well on the bottom of the racetrack.
I got to get it cooled off. I got to go to the bottom. That's my only option. Even if he catches me, that's my only option. That didn't work. He's going to pass me. I've messed up.
So Jones looks like he has finally won this battle, at least for now. Puts a car length and a half on the 93s. They get back to start and finish. We are just past halfway by about 6 laps. So we're going to take an opportunity here, take our first and only HBR TV side-by-side break. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
I met Marcos.
I have killed my right rear.
Radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
I cooled it off on the bottom. Now I'm in block mode. I don't think you'll be able to pass me on the bottom. So really all I got is blocking on them. 16 laps left.
Shit, I'm faster than the leader. Look out.
I'm slow. I've done killed my right rear.
You got one inside. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Stay high. Still there? Hold your line.
Him running low, me running high, that'll make him wear his tires out.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side.
Get us closer to even again. I have killed my tire.
Stay high.
That's why I forced him low.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low.
Even though he's faster, I don't think he can get around me.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Your
What
road
lap
is
is
closed.
this?
Catch the 88 car.
Oh, what a terrible time for the caution.
Yeah.
Catch the 8 car.
What do you do here?
What are you thinking, Brian?
I'm kind of thinking fuel only. Risk it.
Yeah, late caution and our tires are golden. No caution and
The road is now open.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a gamble either way. Whatever gamble you want to play.
I mean, I was thinking fuel only. Here, I'm going to load it up, try to get to lap 100 or so, and then go.
Back at Kansas Speedway under our
The safe bet is taking tires.
for cause.
Yeah, I'm not safe right today. I'm not only like a 5th place car, so.
The battle for the lead was just starting to get underway. Oh, Sisler
We got to stop anyway, don't we?
Yeah.
to say if Redding was coming up too far or just didn't
Believe
see
so.
Sisler there, or if Matt was just trying to stick his nose to the outside. Nevertheless, they come together out of turn number 2, contact with a safer barrier.
5, 3,
I'm taking tire.
2, 1.
On board here with Sisler.
Taking tire is a safe bet.
Yeah, it looks like Redding did come up just a bit. Sisler had just enough of his nose there to the right rear.
Let's hit the cars. Make them last the rest of the race. Line up single file.
You guys got tires, you said?
I did. Brian did.
Yeah.
Catch the 80.
I did. Brian talked me into it.
I'm the idiot that doesn't have them.
I didn't either.
Can I get my black cleared?
My right front was 77.
Pit stop's underway, though, under our second caution.
The 93 didn't get caught up before we went into pit road.
It takes 4 tires. Slower stop compared to Drew Prowl, Brandon Mefford, and Brian.
Neil, I didn't know you were in here.
However, Prowl and Mefford looks
Thanks,
like
bud.
it was a right side tire only.
How's it going?
Leave 12 points.
Good, how you guys doing?
For both drivers. Brian
Good.
McCann, a 14.70.
What's up, buddy?
Identical pit stop time for McCann and Millen.
How about it's just trying to stay caught up? Got in here really late.
Put them at a bit of a disadvantage here behind Prowl and Mefford as we get ready to go back to green.
Matt, you said you did.
Question.
I was 79 and 80, Dougie, so you did better that time.
Yeah, I just I changed my line in my, like you said, my not turn so much in the center of the corner at all. I went right to the bottom. I stayed at the bottom almost the whole time. Let it roll a lot longer.
Get a word with our
I did
did?
take tires, yes.
Okay.
race driver.
You're gonna be a lot quicker than me then.
Where were you at, Brian?
68, 65.
Give him a shot here. Zach Millen,
Daggum.
PRTV booth. You with us?
Hey, Steve, what's up?
Yeah, you went off. You took off like a rocket.
He's along here. You and
I shouldn't have. I was 71.81.
his caution comes out. Again, apologies for
Miller was about to pass me though, so
but a fourth.
I was wearing him out.
Some guys out in front of you took 2. Do you have enough fuel to make it to the end, or is it going to be close?
It's going to be real close. That's why
Well, I hope I don't get wrecked not having tires here, but we'll see.
we'll see. But it's going to be real tight. It's going to be a lot of saving. And
Do you call it out or do you just go race?
for us.
Well, wish you the best of luck the rest of the way. What room can I dump you back in? Do you want a quiet one? Or
What's
you
that?
want back to HBR?
Do I call out I don't have tires for these guys not to run us over, or what do you think?
Nah, you're good. We'll just run you over.
Machine. We just got a word with him.
All right, man, we're going green
Oh,
next time. Bye.
you're exactly
All
who
right,
I'm
man,
worried
right
about.
up on the inside row.
Going to be interesting.
Hey, you're on the bottom side of me.
Went from 4th back to now 11th.
Dougie, did you take tires?
Still a lot of racing
Nope.
left before this one.
Oh boy, here we go.
See if he.
No, I mean, I thought I had good tire wear. I thought I'm just gonna wait. I'm
There's
gonna run about
no
25
way
more
we
laps,
got-
20 or so, and I'm just come and get my tires and come back out and see what happens.
We got 45
happened to
laps.
Zach?
There's no way they make it unless they big fuel save. They got a fuel save.
He was taking out a pit road
6
with Brian.
laps.
Now he's not. I don't even know where he's at.
He went back in to get another splash.
Oh boy, is he gonna try to make it?
That's 5 or 6 laps to save. That's a lot.
Certainly is not a bad strategy. This race has been very clean. You're going to rely on the caution here.
I'm not a believer.
Knock it off.
I'm a believer in
Play here, and that's what just about everybody.
balls wide open, getting a splash of fuel if it stays green.
Get ready.
I'm 2 gallons short.
I'm going to run the
All right,
bottom
man.
side this time.
Race cars in. Green flag,
46
green
laps
flag.
remain here from Kansas Speedway.
Just did a 20.
Your leader now is Brandon Mefford or Drew Prowl. Things have cycled through a little bit here. Let's take a look.
Still there. Hold your line. Next car is the leader.
Prowl's going to be in
All
charge as
clear,
we
all
get ready
clear.
for the restart. Mefford will be to the outside. Brian McCann
one
inside
outside.
row number 2. Matt
Still there.
Opliger will
Hold
start
your line.
4th. Base car is in. Barney with the green in hand.
You're clear high. Clear high.
I just run the bottom side as hard as I can
Speedway, lap
and
7.
then get fuel whenever I need to. I'm not a believer of them getting fuel. Saving fuel.
There you go, man. You're now the leader.
That's a lot of laps, and I'm going to make up a lot of time on old tires right here.
The fresh tire is going to take full advantage. Off turn number 2, gets to the inside. Off Prowl. Greg Racing.
With that fuel freezer up.
Brian McCann back to the point and with ease. Prowl relegated back to P2. Opliger up into the 3rd spot. Brandon Mefford 4th. Doug Wysocki 5th.
I'm going to be gaining seconds on them.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.3 seconds.
They got a
Who's
pit. I
next?
got a
Take us
pit.
3 wide there.
I'm going to be really good, sitting really good track time wise.
Spot. Opliger cruising around the high side. Takes it away from Prowl. Opliger
Run the bottom here, save some fuel, save some tire.
stop at lap 72. Now the scenario here, though, is you do
I'm
get
going to have 10 seconds on them in no time.
a couple of tires left, albeit very well could be left.
And if we both have to pit, There's no chance for them. If they can save, they win. But I don't believe that.
If it's a big if we get another yellow.
They would have to save.
Mark Truxell up into the
Another caution comes out.
Slow.
It all flips.
Quietly making his way.
Caution comes out. They get new tires, fuel. They can make the end of the race. And
I see it coming out. Stay high.
So that's the gamble. They're gambling for a caution. I'm gambling for no caution.
Truxell so far started 17 point runs in fifth position.
You're clear.
Truxell in the number.
Thank you, buddy.
This machine runs ahead of the 77. A bad failure right now. Failure to the inside.
Looks like most people are gambling for a caution. With only 20 cars out here, and only one not natural, but driver calls caution of the race, I'm not a believer.
Way up the racetrack.
I believe odds are in my favor.
Keeps it down on the bottom. Take the fifth position blanket clear. He's trying to take it away from Drew Prell here as well. He wants that fourth position. Kind of caught him off guard. He caught Prell with a little more momentum than I think he had planned, but gets by cleanly through turns 3 and 4.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
For the fourth position.
We're good. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Laps to go.
So we got 5.4 back to old tires.
Almost a 3-second advantage over the 16 of Matt Ottweiler.
That Matthew guy,
short now.
He's got to have new tires. I think Vincent Short's the first one with old tires.
Oh, Short gets a piece of the wall, upsets the car a bit, continued on.
I'm just hoping for no caution.
Ty Baxter running in the 6th position.
Drew Prohl said, screw this, I'm going in.
He's got a lot of background in this car. He very well may.
I see you, Neil.
Kristen Sykes in the stream chat says, Chris Elliott says you owe him $1,000 for sponsorship fees. Don't shoot the messenger. I'll tell him to come get it. Meanwhile, Drew Prell in pit.
You're clear.
I don't know if Drew's got a problem. Even on the restart, he was still running pretty strong, though he was shedding some position. I don't know if he's going to opt for tires and fuel here, though. He's way off cycle now. Michael Tucker, though, he's going to join him. Prell in the pits. Right side tires going on the number 80 machine. We'll see if he puts Ford on. 4 tires and fuel for Drew Prell.
My spotter just told me that my good buddy Matt Kopp was faster than me by a half second.
So your spotter is probably full of crap too.
I don't know. My guess is the mindset here is going to be these guys are expecting this to go green all the way to the end. They may not have topped off enough, or maybe came to the realization that they didn't get enough fuel packed into these race cars to make it all the way to the end. So knowing they had an extra set of tires, you know what? Let's come in down, make pit stops now, get our fuel so we...
Dang, Brandon Out's open for a caution here anytime.
So bolt on those fresh...
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting it.
Pays off.
That's good news. So we're using about half a gallon a lap.
And continues to grow his advantage over the second place machine of Matt Ottweiler. It's almost 4.5 seconds now, but Shane Haas and Jesse Redding are going to come down pit road here.
So I'll have to come in and get a splash.
with a little bit of right front damage still. Again, no fast repair in this series. Haas is going to put right sides on, through around to the left, so 4 tire change and fuel for Shane Haas. Extended stop for Jesse Redding.
You got tires, Neil?
Yeah.
Deficit still growing back to the 16 of Obliger. It's just about 5 seconds here with 31 laps to go. Brandon Mefford and Neil Quick doing battle here off turn number 4. Quick on the bottom in the number 2 machine up top. Charity Motorsports number 83 of Brandon Mefford. This is the battle for the 9th position. Quick's got it for the time being, but there's a big run coming out of turn number 2 on Brandon Mefford. Quick slides up the racetrack. I don't think Mefford's going to have enough of a run to close in the gap. So Quick is going to take that spot handily. Check out Zach Millett here as he continues to try and work his way back through the field. It's going to be a tall order to A, get through this field, and B, catch Brian McCann, and then C, eventually pass him. But both of these guys were on the same equal footing. I think McCann had Millett's number. It was the end of, well, not the end, but just before our first caution for cause. Millett and McCann battled there for a handful of laps for that race lead. Then the caution came out. McCann was out in front.
Clear low, clear
Millett
low.
unable to take it away at that point. But as the laps continue to wind down here in Kansas, I don't know if Millett's got enough time. Baxter still running in the 5th position. Truxell up into that 4th spot.
Somebody's off the track.
Running 3rd.
Do not cause a caution. Oh, my goodness. Oh, oh boy. Get back up to speed.
The driver of this number 77 machine. Brand new to the No Bull Racing Series.
That's what we don't want to see.
Smoke. Let there be caution.
Yeah, that was Jesse. He was like 40 miles per hour. I was up here crossing my fingers. The caution didn't come out.
Started 16th, and he's worked his way all the way up into that 3rd position, and still I don't see a scratch on that car.
Caution comes out, I'm screwed.
Meow.
That is one of the drivers that made an extra pit stop, lap 74, to top off the tank. Pack a little extra fuel in that number 77 machine, so he might be in the best position. Remains to be seen if McCann and Obliger can make it to the end on fuel. Chris Elliott.
That bottom side dropped really good. That's probably the preferred long run.
I think Tristan,
this late turn down in 1, straight coming out of 2. Just wide open, just drops out like butter.
We're working a deal. Straight to think for that.
And 3 and 4 is kind of a normal turn. Well, I messed up, but you get the idea.
For both drivers, Tucker and Chris Elliott, still sit in pit lane here. Clock continues to run. Both of these guys, did they get a pit road speeding violation?
I'm all kinds of messing up here.
Now Tucker's down and away. 35 flat. Sorry, 35.6 in the box. Still an extended pit stop. A little more than double what it should have been, as Chris Elliott still sits in the pits. 50, 52, 53, and counting. See if he goes right now. That'll tell us it's, yep, there it is.
They are on old tires, so
that indicates
I'm just hoping to
8-second pit stop with a 40-second penalty.
get track time on him here.
Chris Elliott.
Hoping for no caution.
Vincent Short still having a solid day in that 5th position. Started 10th. 24 laps to go. Remains to be seen how far these guys can stretch the fuel. Still 23 laps remaining. I don't know if those top two are going to have enough. Last pit stop for them coming in lap 72. I would assume without a caution, they might be in trouble. I don't know. We'll see. Dan Miller was lap 74. So was Zach Millett. That was an extra top off. Vincent Short did the same. Just about everybody else outside the top two made an extra pit stop during that caution. But a handful of others did it under the green flag here not too long ago. That started about lap 83 and continues.
Got one outside.
Well, Brandon, what do you think?
You're clear high, clear high.
Jesse Reddick remains in.
I think as soon as I pit, there's going to be a caution.
Going on 6+ minutes now for Jesse Reddick. Not sure if he had a terminal failure or what the situation is there with the 21, but it appears he is out of this race.
How about 2?
I just now noticed that all my race lap stuff reset.
83 pitting.
Like it's not showing up.
34 pit. You taking 4?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Ryan McCann here. Continues to throw down some very fast laps. Enjoying an 8.2 second lead and growing over the 16 of Matt Oplager.
Yep. I think I screwed myself either way.
Yeah,
Here is
good gamble though.
either McCann knows he's good to go to the end, or it's the other way around. He knows he's going to have to stop no matter what, so what's the point in trying to save? Build as much of a gap as you
Brian
can.
just blew by me.
Much track position if you do under the green flag. Yeah, only one caution to speak of, at least for cause. We don't necessarily add the stage break to that tally, but if you want to be a stickler, let's call it 2 yellows. Brandon Mefford, Doug Wysocki in pit lane.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 10
Inside tire
seconds.
going on for Mefford.
Well, that strategy was so good, we went 2 laps down.
Really things again. You got 3 different strategies, it seems. You got some that made their pit stop at lap 72, and they're like, you know what, I'm good, I can make it. You got others that like, well, I better make an extra stop, so I'm a little bit off cycle there. Some other guys that made their pit stops, I don't know, 10, 15 laps after. Pit stop still happening here with 18 laps to go. Matt Kopp, one of them. Top 9 on the lead lap. Everything else 10th to 13th, a lap down. 14th and on, 2 laps or more in the rear. So a lot to unfold. I know McCann certainly has the most pace on everybody here today. Will the strategy play?
All clear, all clear.
17 laps to go from Kansas Speedway. Brian McCann enjoying almost a 12-second lead for second place. Zach Millett now up into that 3rd position, 13 seconds back.
I'm not going to fight you, Brian. If you want by, go ahead.
Millett still saving fuel, coasting through the corners.
Stay low.
I would
All
like
clear,
by.
all clear.
Let's go on board with Brian McCann. See if he's doing any kind of fuel conservation on entry.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Certainly doesn't sound like it. So yeah, it's tough to say exactly what his mindset is. Does he know he's good to go? Does he know he's going to run out? Could just be hoping and praying to get a caution here, but the later it goes, the harder that becomes if we do get that yellow. Millett now to the inside on the 16 of Oplager for the 2nd spot. Successfully has worked his way back to that P2 position. 14 laps to go, though. Can he erase a 14-second deficit? I don't think so. Last lap for Millett, 32.35. About 3/10 slower than race leader Brian McCann. Granted, he was in the middle of making a pass, but he's got to average a second a lap faster right now.
You want high or low, Brandon?
I want high.
It all comes down to a caution. This race is literally going to be decided on a caution or no caution.
Thank you.
7th position.
Yes, sir.
Short still at the end of the top 5 in 5th. See if we can hold
If
up.
only we had another set of tires.
Having a strong run here tonight.
Take the low side, Brandon. I'll give it.
Vince up the racetrack. Quick stays down low.
Holy
Neil
crap.
Pace over the 15 right now.
Them tires are shot.
12 laps to go. Oh, a little wiggle from Quick. Looks like he was off throttle, and that's when he punched it. Rear end stepped out just a tiny bit. Still completes the pass and move Neil Quick back to where he started in the 5th position. Still, these drivers coasting down through 1 and 2 for sure, trying to save as much fuel as humanly possible.
Ten to go.
Here these drivers rolling out of the
I'm
throttle.
outside, Brian.
It's quiet.
I see you.
Got one
Very
outside.
strange.
Should I pass Brian McCann?
Still
Damn.
there.
Scenario.
Hell yeah.
All clear, all clear.
You'll hear it, or you won't for that matter. You'll wonder if something's wrong. Did someone
Yeah,
just
about
lose an
5 laps
engine?
to
Nope.
go left.
We're just coasting into the corner on the clutch.
All right, I got to turn that brake bias up and get 5 gallons. The thing says
In the 11th position.
3, but if somehow a green-white checker comes out,
Strategy not playing well for the 39. He's still a lap down.
because my options are either 3.4
Presently in the 9th spot. First car lap.
5.
Dog recipient if we were to.
And I'm with this much of a lead I got, I'm thinking 5.
No fight for me, Chris. Take
Mefford
off.
making short work of Shy Baxter, but Mefford not on the lead lap. It's currently 12th. Does have fresher tires than he bolted on at lap 100. Just about 11 and a half laps to go. But even Mefford, he's running 12th. Sisler still the first car 1 lap down. Again, Sisler involved in that incident with Jesse Redding. Matt had a fast car here tonight. Just has not been the same since.
Yeah, all of my race lap stuff reset. What is up with that?
Kansas. Change of position here for the 3rd spot. That failure up into
My fuel calculator is correct,
We have about
slips to
2
the
laps
4th
of fuel
spot.
left.
Neil Quick.
but my relative is not that I see on my monitor here. And then my stream thing is all off. It's not showing any data. I got 1. Do 1 lap from here. Yeah, 1 lap from here.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Gord still running the ultra high line, just inches off the safer barrier on the exit of turn number 2 as they
We're in
clear
podium
Eddie
position.
Rose, the slow car down low.
Turn my brake bias up.
Baxter in behind Vincent Short. That would be a car 4 position.
Hitting this time.
And a half, maybe 2 off the back.
Hopefully I can hit it.
Lap.
Gonna make it, Brian?
Baxter had a bit of a run off.
No, I'm hitting this lap.
Something for Vincent Short here in the next handful of laps. See if Vince can hold him off.
Safe entry. Don't want to screw it up.
Look at that field filler right there in 3rd place.
Five gallons.
Pit box in 10, 5.
Checking back with our race leader, Brian
3,
McCann, still a
2,
very comfortable margin
1.
ahead of Zach Millet,
Right
and he's
here.
going to pit road. Brian McCann pulls off the racetrack from the race lead with less than 5 laps to go.
That's it, go.
He's going to give it up to Zach Millet. We'll see if Zach has enough fuel to make it to the end. Again, he made a pit stop, just an extra pit stop under the yellow flag, the last caution that we had. McCann stayed out of the racetrack, opted not to do so.
You're going to
Maybe
need
thinking
rubber
it was
shortly.
just too close. I don't know if Millet's saved enough
The lead
fuel
is
to
just
stretch it
32.
all the way to the end.
1-1-5.
Millet back out front. What a turn of events here in Kansas. Stop, splash and go for Brian McCann. It's down and away, but man,
Damn, they gonna.
see how it
They
plays.
beat me on that tire strategy. I didn't think it would be that much, but damn, it was. I'm 8.
And if he saves, he's
Congrats to them.
going to have the 77 of Thad Failer in the trunk,
Holy crap.
knocking on it, trying to get in.
I didn't think they could make gain that much lap time.
In margin for Zach Millet. Works off turn number 2. Joe Tucker will be next. Tucker, notably difficult to pass. In
Neil might get this. I don't think Zach's
Zach's
gonna
going to make it, isn't he?
Otherwise,
Has he got enough?
commonly referred to as the Ryan Newman of iRacing. 2 laps to go for Zach Millet. I cannot imagine he's going to pit. He's going to run this thing.
He just took the white flag.
Well, hot dang.
Last lap for Millet was at 32.07. That's still a relatively
Miscalculation on my part, I guess. I didn't think he could save that much.
I'm outside here, man.
But keep in mind, the top 4 drivers, they all made that final stop for fuel, lap 74, so they're all in the same boat. That said, Matt Obliger, he pit the same time Brian McCann did. He still...
Excuse me.
So Short was lap 74. Chris Goins was 74. As the white flag comes out, final lap for Zach.
Somewhere along the lines, I did a miscalculation.
This thing coughs.
Damn, you feel like Superman. New tires.
Wait for the final time.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Neil.
Nice job, Neil.
Thanks, guys.
Not the fastest guy in the field.
Good run there, Matt.
For sure.
Zach's out right now. I think Drew's pushing him.
Some strategy late. Zach Millet's going to win at Kansas.
I still got a lap left.
That's back-to-back wins for
There's the
Zach.
checker flag.
Great debut for the 77
There
of
you go,
Failer
man.
as he
Good
finishes
job,
in the
driver.
second spot. Neil Quick.
I really didn't think it was going to make it.
Good.
I think Millet's out of gas right now.
Got 8th out of it.
Should have known there wasn't going to be a caution. That's how this race normally goes.
That was only half a gallon, so that's 1 lap. So
Yeah,
In
it was 5
retro-
laps to the good there when I pitted.
retrospect, 1 lap, yes. And then you could save the rest
Oh, well,
of that.
Brandon. Live
I
and
was,
learn, right?
for some reason, thinking
They
it
had
was
to do
5
something
laps.
different.
I'm like, no, there's no way you can make 5 laps. But I just did that whole run, and I only had to come out and do, 3 or 4 laps. So yeah, they were golden.
Good job there, Matt.
Should have stayed out and gambled.
My gamble cost me about 6 positions.
I wonder if Zach, did he take tires and double fuel?
Yeah, I was down to 83 in my right front. I run the dog shit out of it that last run when we pitted.
Daggum, Brian fell all the way back to 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Certainly a very happy Zach.
That sucks. Shit.
Start finish line. We're going to take a
That probably wasn't very smart considering I'm points racing right now. Oops.
I met Marcos Garza
How short were you, Brian?
doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's
I had to pit like
Hospital.
3 laps to go.
Sponsors.
Oh, man.
And he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding.
Hell, you might have been
Yeah, he
better
took
off coming
tires.
in
He is just
and just topping it off then before we took the green flag and falling back a little bit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Genuine
That's what Zach
concern
did.
for people.
Mhm.
You need somebody that cares about you.
But see, I miscalculated. I thought it was going to be like 5 laps. Turned out to be like 2 or 3 laps. So yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Yeah, Zach took 4. That's what it was. Miscalculation.
Shit, 0 incidents. All right. Back on track. See what happens tomorrow night.
There you go.
Jeez. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow.
I haven't even tested there. I need to.
Where we at?
Southern National.
Oh, yeah.
Southern National.
Yeah, I
What
just
is
get
that?
caught up in everybody else's mess, man.
I'm looking forward to the kamikaze Tyndall just running everyone over like normal.
Yep.
No.
About had enough of that dude.
Who are they talking about? Tyndall?
I take it he's not in our Iraq chat, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he really?
I think so.
I thought Neil or somebody just posted the other day something about, or was it Wally, posted the video of that car going down and commented about being him.
All right. Zach Thad, who is a new driver, and Neil finish out the podium. I'm not going to stick around and listen to the. I'll listen to the.
Daggum, I think everybody I
interviews
needed
later,
to beat was
but,
ahead of me.
Well, this is just the first one, right?
If you want to go listen
Of
to
this
that,
round?
it's over at
Yeah.
HBR TV on YouTube.
Sisler, Prohl, McCann. Where's Vince Short? Vince
But I
Short.
finished
Daggum.
second last week, I think.
Joseph
So
Tucker
I should still be good.
was
for-
right behind me. Thank goodness.
That's Michael
Should
behind
still
you.
be good for the playoffs.
Oh, no, Tucker is. Yeah, he was way down there. Yeah. Michael, you're racing, right? Or
Plus,
Joe?
we still got one more track, Phoenix.
And it says Joe Tucker too.
Yeah, I'm not that great at, but
Oh yeah, he's behind me. That's Michael, isn't it?
I got a lot
Yeah.
of
And then,
stage points, so
Yep, I was
shouldn't be
7 out of 8 this week. Better
shouldn't be a problem.
be
For a
better.
go win next week, then.
You know, I don't like
Homestead.
showing off. You know,
Track I got 10,000.
Saving the
laps
best for last.
I got to make it there first, though.
Well, go ahead and blame me for tonight's strategy. Just tell everybody, well, Doug decided we'd try that.
Nah.
I really thought we'd have another caution.
I mean, I thought I was looking
race
that way.
And yeah, just a few guys there between, who is it? Truxell and
Oh, it's signed out.
Tucker. I don't know.
I'm not sure how
Is that
some of them
why?
guys that started pitted lap 75 made it, because
How much signal?
like Vince and all them, they were running the piss out of it.
Mhm.
Now. Good luck, everybody else.
Well, I should have done better this week because we got Phoenix next week, and who knows what can happen there. That is Brian McCann and Millet land.
No, I suck at that track.
Don't get out of here.
Yeah, it signed me out.
It's one of my favorite
Oh,
ones,
now
but it's
it now
tough
it
in this
shows
car.
up. So that's why it wasn't working. It signed me out.
Of course, every track is really hard at this car, so don't really matter which track we go to.
It's Super Bowl next week, ain't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yep.
Back at Kansas Speedway, race 15 in the books of the
And I
Global
don't think we
Racing
took a week
Series.
off.
It was a dominant run.
Oh, next race February 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Here today.
2 to go.
Unfortunately, with 5 laps to go, McCann having to come to pit road to top off the fuel.
Brian, we're going to have to do something to put it on Millet. Can't let him beat us.
Late in his run, at least as far as making that extra stop
What is it?
during that last caution.
Top
that we
4
had.
get cut off. That's the cutoff line.
Zach Millet, Steve,
Yep.
broadcast booth. You got us?
Oh, my stage point should have helped me. We get points at the stage, right?
Yeah.
Ah, good. I was third, so that's going to help me stay up there.
Zach Millet at Steve in the HBR TV booth. You with me?
Hey, Steve, got a copy.
Got you loud and clear. I think I sent you to the wrong room. Sorry about that.
I wondered.
Hell, we
First
might as
off,
well just stick around then.
man. I honestly did
I
not
was
see
gonna
this
dip
one
out,
play
but-
out the way that it did. I know we pulled you up in the booth to talk about your strategies at the end of that last caution while you were making an extra pit stop to top off for fuel. Ultimately, I think that strategy plus some fuel saved throughout that final run is what won you this race. As Brian McCann had to make a pit stop with 5 to go for some fuel. Walk us through the mindset, and with us interrupting you, you were still able to make that decision, man. It pays off here for you, and you take the checkered flag at Kansas, man. Tell us about it.
What is that high-pitched sound?
And honestly, I kind of just made peace with Brian, saving enough fuel and somehow pulling that off. He always does. He's always got the pace, and he usually has the strategy. And I was like, man, I don't know. I'm pretty close here, and that's with saving every single lap quite a bit. And I didn't see how he could make it, but I was watching the lap times after I had to restart race labs in the middle of the race. That was fun. And he was still pulling off some fast laps too. So, yeah, I don't know. Once in a while we get lucky.
I wonder if that's my cell phone that I watched the broadcast.
It's funny, you know, HBR guys, we kind of all had the same idea about, you know, coming back down, and same idea about, you know,
I didn't have that high pitched sound earlier.
to make it to the end, and yeah, paid off.
We were thinking about it and even talking about it a little bit throughout the course of the run with Brian McCann. Same as you, watching those lap times. We were at the decision, and it was very easy on our part to say, well, either he knows he's going to run out and he's going to run laps like he would any other.
See,
time,
I thought Zach was going to run out.
Or he knows he's good to go and he's not worried about saving. And we obviously didn't know one way or another. Clearly, with 5 to go, McCann has to make that final pit stop, and you inherit the race lead. But then it became a question mark. How much fuel did you really need to save, even with that additional stop? I know you had enough for the burnout at the end, but was there a question mark?
Well, I'm going to go bug Billy Van Meter. Looks like he won something last night.
The race labs crashing on me right at the stage.
Who did?
So I really didn't have
Billy Van Meter. He's in victory lane with a checker flag down at New Smyrna or something.
Using black box a lot, and so I was having trust issues the entire run there.
Yep, no joke.
I basically I saved too much. Actually, I came across the line, across to the checker.
All right, fellas, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good run.
So
Yep, we'll see you, Pops.
Matt, I enjoyed racing for 15th with you, buddy.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So really, I mean, if you really do
It was a blast.
you almost didn't need that last.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I feel good. Like I said again, I passed Brian McCann.
2 laps later was that extra pit stop. So I think you might have been good anyway.
And I passed him easy, too.
I had some kind of iRacing.
Oh, Lord.
He didn't even put up a fight, did he?
Nope, he sure didn't.
Doug was just way too fast.
I had to start at the end of the line regardless, and
Oh, Lord. All right, boys, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one, Doug.
Yeah, see you, buddy.
We look forward to the penultimate race of the season, the Phoenix Raceway. How do you feel about your chances there? Very unique style racetrack.
Doug.
Some tires, but you got to worry about that massive run to the bottom of the racetrack, shortcut in the dog leg. How do you feel about Phoenix?
You know, I've never run the Gen 4 Cup car there. I imagine it's going to be pretty loose, especially when you hit that transition.
I still hear that high pitched sound.
Can't wait to give it a try. It's probably going to be a lot of fun, and you know, everybody in this league, man. We had some new guys come in tonight. Big thanks to them. They're really clean, every one of them, and it's going to be a fun race. I hope we get 20 guys for that race too.
That is 100% coming through the
An
headphones.
awesome run here at Kansas Speed.
And I'm not looping back the microphone.
I got to thank you, Steve, and HBR TV.
Well, we'll catch you tomorrow night.
So what is that?
Have a good one.
Track Bar Media. The guys over at Right Turn Racing, the HBR guys.
I don't have anything coming back into my head.
Running every week. And shoot me a follow over on Twitch and YouTube. That is for you.
All right, Zach. Well, thanks for talking to us, man.
Even when I turn the audio from the computer off,
Zach Millett, your race winner
through.
here at Kansas. Next, we're going to talk to one of those newcomers, Tad Failer, the number 77 Dutch Brothers Coffee entry. We'll pull him up into the broadcast booth. We got to locate him here. Tad Failer, it's Steve with HBR TV. You got a copy?
I do.
Tad, congratulations, man. First off, thanks for running this series with us. We certainly appreciate it. Numbers have been a little lacking as of late. Good to see enough to run this broadcast, and great to watch you work your way through the field. 14 positions gained after a 16th place starting position, a runner-up finish on your debut here in No Bull. Walk us through your strategy, your game plan, or was there one? Was this kind of a last-minute call to come out here and run this race?
Yeah, the goal was to fill the field and run the race, but not get in anybody's way. And at the end there, when I realized that it was going to be a fuel mileage race and I was setting up for, I actually had a really bad pit stop on that green flag pit stop, or the caution pit stop. I rolled in and didn't have my tires checked, so I had to sit there and I lost all the positions. I'm like, well, this might actually work out because I can go back in and fuel back up. And then I realized I'm really close, so it just kind of played it by what was thrown at me, and yeah, it just kind of worked out. So shout out to all the drivers that clean.
When I put the microphone to my headset,
I didn't have any incidents.
it gets
I didn't
way
feel
worse.
Like I got into any situation that was going to cause any incidents, but at the same time, I was going to be the guy that.
Oh, that's it. It's my light.
We made mention of it during the broadcast. We were watching this 77 car that was foreign to just about all of us here. But
it's my
thing
light.
we pointed out was, man, he's really made it up through the pack. He started 16th. He's having a strong run in the top 5, but there's not a scratch on that car. There hasn't been any crazy heroics going on. He's been working his way through the field awfully clean. So if No Bull's got a smooth operator,
that is 100% it.
Earned it tonight on top of that hard charger, gaining the most positions on the racetrack. So a job well done there, Thad. Do you plan on running with us the next 2 races here at Phoenix and then Homestead?
Yes, I do. I actually do. I actually enjoyed it, and I kind of told Matt that's what I'd plan on doing. So as long as I can.
It happens when I can hear it when it's charging through the USB.
Certainly glad to have you, Tad. Again, congratulations on a solid runner-up.
So I'll have to put it on its own power supply
before we let you get out of here.
Well, again, Matt for the invite, and to you for the broadcasting.
And that's horrible.
Have to sit back and watch it, and just get a feel for.
That was annoying me the whole race.
And then to my wife for letting me do this. That's an important one.
Now I got the microphone running through.
Always
I
a
can't
plus,
hear it.
Tad. Thanks for talking to us, man. Congratulations again, and good luck next week at Phoenix.
All right.
Yep. Thanks. When I turn it on, it's horrible.
Taylor, your runner-up here at Kansas Speedway.
Found
Next, we're going to talk to a name everybody knows. It's driver that number 2 machine, Mr. Neil Quick, coming to us from
Neil Quick. Let's see what he has to say.
Series. Neil, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got me?
Yeah, Steve, I got you.
Neil, congratulations, man. A strong run here tonight. Started 5th, finished 3rd. Anytime you finish better than where you start, that's a good thing. But walk us through your race. I know there was multiple guys out there on varying fuel strategies. Obviously, tires is its own animal, but it bit Brian McCann there late when it came to fuel. You were on a different plan. Walk us through that mindset as you pit only a couple of laps after he did.
Yeah, I kind of just beginning of the race, Steve. I mean, the neat thing about this place, you can run follow middle anywhere, and you just got to be smart about it because it uses up tire doing that. So just the first half of the race, the first 40, not getting a lot of practice time, just trying to figure out what I had and what I could do with here, and kind of looked at it after the cautions fell where they did. Looking at it, Indy a couple weeks ago before Watkins Glen, I did the same thing. Was able to get out with some fuel strategy and try the same thing. And as a green flag I flew there that last half, I knew Zach probably was on the same schedule as I was, so I just kind of tried to tuck up behind him. The biggest thing me and him both were just discussing in the green room was the fact of just finding your rhythm when you're clutching and turning the car off and saving fuel and hitting your marks. And believe it or not, you get so darn comfortable, you don't want to go back to that when you look down and say, hey, I got 5 laps to fuel to the good. Yeah, you just kind of stay in that rhythm because you're turning good lap times and you don't want to throw yourself back off again. But it just worked out in my favor. I was just staying on a fuel strategy and kind of let it roll the bottom, and just let the chips fall where they fell there at the end.
Well, you talk about getting into that rhythm while trying to save fuel. We did notice a couple of times how upset the balance of the race car, especially in mid-corner when you get to that apex, you get off the clutch and back to the gas. The rear end wants to step out. We saw it a couple of times, and it really caught our attention. How
have I ever raced the track?
How surprising or abrupt is that motion when you get back to the gas and that car steps out the way that it does?
Well, definitely in a situation where you're using some of the right front like you were tonight, it was actually a little bit better to use that to get the rear end of the car loose. But there is a fine line when you get down there in the middle of the corner by doing that too early or doing it too late. You do it too early, it jumps sideways right up the hill you go, try to chase it. There's definitely a fine line there, and it can be an adventure. But getting it deeper in the corner, being able to roll on the gas afterwards, and not stab everything. That's the best way to do it.
I remember that track.
It is interesting. And for new guys that are trying to do it, I mean, it's definitely something to try, because it is something even when not a fuel mileage race that you can use to help loosen your car up to make it handle better if you've got a tight car.
Well, certainly a lot of experience talking there from Neil Quick. Of course, that fuel strategy you talked about tonight, and then talking about Indy, it picked up a win for you at Indianapolis. So a third place finish here to back it up with the same mindset. A job well done, Neil. We look forward to Phoenix Raceway. You're going to be available for that one next week or 2 weeks from now, I think?
Yeah, I'll be good. Just want to wipe away the luck from Watkins Glen last week. That was horrible. So, but thank you guys. I'd like to thank you guys for the broadcast and getting us out there this week, and all the sponsors that make it available for me to do this on a Sunday night and on Monday. So, on our racewear, all the guys out there, enjoy racing with all the guys that do race on Sunday and Monday nights.
All right.
Who's up next? Who got third?
Congratulations. A strong run here tonight. Wish you the best of luck at Phoenix Raceway.
Thanks, Steve.
It's Neil Quick, your third place finisher here from Kansas. That's going to wrap up our interview portion of tonight's podcast.
Neil got
Let's take a look at our race results. Of course, we talked to Zach Millett, Tad Failer, and Neil Quick. Fourth place, another newcomer, up 7 positions, a strong run.
Thad was second.
Jai Baxter. Fifth place was Matt Opliger.
He started
16th. 3 of
16th.
our newcomers here finishing within the top 5. That is awesome to see. A good run out of the 15 of Vincent Short. He finished in the 6th position. 7th went to Chris Goins. Brian McCann was 8th. Tough break for the 3, having to pit with 5 to go for fuel from the race lead. Matt Sisler was 9th. Thanks, Matt, for bringing in some
5 to go is when I pitted.
Fill out this field and make things a little more competitive.
So Zach was saving fuel the entire time. I didn't think it was possible.
Mark Truxell was 13th. Doug
my mistake.
Wysocki finished in the 14th spot. Matt Kopp was 15th.
All right, I'm out later.
Chris Elliott came home in